everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Jessica Olivia. We are at our last destination. This is London. We are in the UK and we ended up in London late afternoon, early evening. We did check into our hotel, which was a little bit of a struggle. We'll tell you guys about that in a little bit, but we were starving, so we did grab a bite to eat, and we wish that we held our hunger a little bit longer. We did take the train to Piccadilly Circus to walk around, and what a beautiful place to stroll around. It reminded us of New York and Vegas with a Chinatown in there. So if you are a foodie and you want the place to eat, this is the place to eat. You'll find restaurants, bakeries, all the dim sum that it's every corner. You'll find some delicious dim sum and drinks and just everything. There's entertainment, there's casinos, there's theaters, there's just a whole bunch of things to see with your family, or if you're just with your loved one, or just taking the night stroll alone. It's just a beautiful place to stroll around. We loved it. We just wish that we kind of held our hunger. We wanted to come back here, but there's just so much to see in London, and we didn't get to go back to Chinatown, but we do have it on our bucket list to revisit. It does rain, so be sure to bring your umbrella and be prepared for that. Because of that, unfortunately, we didn't get to go out and see the Big Ben clock, the bridge, and all of those cool sights to see, but that's okay because we do plan to visit with the kids again and make those a priority next time. We only had like one full day to really say that we had in London, because technically the third day we really had to prepare and head out to go back home. But yeah, it's just such a lovely experience. We were taken by surprise just with everything alone, from the red buses to the red phone booths to the amazing food to just the architecture. I just look at architecture in every country I see, and I love seeing the difference within all of the different places we touch base with. So highly recommend visiting London.
And I wanna kiss you, make you feel alright. I'm just so tired to share my nights. I wanna cry, I wanna learn to love, but all my tears have been used up.
We ended up just walking for the rest of the night and getting some interesting clips. It was just a really nice way to stroll the night away. A lot of things were already kind of closing down, so if you wanted to go retail shopping and things like that, they were more likely closed. But if you wanted to go out for a late night dinner or a drink or something like that, you'll find a lot of places open. I think that just strolling along the streets were really nice at night, and just seeing what they had there. We wanted to just kind of take in the differences. Like in London, they had a courtyard where they had different types of theaters, and then you would see different types of street performers and just a whole different array of culture. And it was nice. Everyone was friendly and everyone was just in their own world, minding their own business and enjoying the night away. So this is like a different courtyard, which was really nice because they have a big center circle. You could just sit down and relax. We ended up just going back home because we were a bit tired, and this is just the hotel that we were at. So we were a little bit confused with the hotel that we stayed at, which was the Hilton Garden at Terminal 2. When we do fly out, it's Terminal 3. So you have to get into the parking structure to get to the actual hotel. That is where the entrance is. So there's no main front entrance, such as like a valet or something like that. So if you are curious how to get there, it took a couple tries for us to try to locate it, but it's really neat because it's at the airport, and you can actually take the train from the airport into the city. And then when it's time to go home, since we are flying out in Terminal 3, we just take on the train to Terminal 3 at no cost. So it was a nice way to just travel along, and then it's very convenient because you are already at the airport. We took the next day to walk around different cities. We were just getting off on the train stops, like kind of one by one. We wanted to check out where the shopping was, also where Paddington was, and my husband wanted to find a Filipino restaurant. It doesn't matter what country we visit, his focus is looking for a Filipino restaurant. So we got luck this time, and we were able to find a Filipino restaurant, and we ended up having lunch there. Boots across the street, as you see where I'm standing. If you go to Target here in the United States, you notice the brand like Number 7 and things like that. They have cosmetics. Well, they have a cosmetics store which is called Boots. If you go in there, they have a pharmacy, they have hygiene stuff, they have makeup, kind of like a Sephora Ulta type feel, and just a whole bunch of different cool stuff to see. And then this is a cool phone booth that I had to capture because it was floral. It had all these like little teapots and stuff in there, which was really nice to see. And then we just kind of strolled along. Now it did rain that day, so the winds were pretty strong later on as we started to go around town and look at different sites. We wanted to look for, I think my husband said, where's like Paddington Bear. There was a place where you can visit Paddington Bear, but we just couldn't get to that point because it was getting really windy. I think that was an opera house, I'm not sure, but we ended up coming this way, which was where the Filipino restaurant is. I am not sure what it's called, but they had Filipino market, so you see the Filipino vegetables and products. And this is where we went. I think it's called Lutong Pinoy, Lutong Pinoy, and it was just a small little quaint Filipino restaurant, and we just wanted to get a small bite to eat. And after that, we just went along our merry little way. So yeah, it was nice to actually have some Filipino food here. If you are planning to visit London, I highly recommend just getting the all-day passes for traveling on the underground metro. Really take a look at the different ones they offer, depending on how your trip is and how your stay is. My husband and I were only there for about a day and a half, so we just bought our all-day passes day by day, and it just minimized the stress of having to pay per trip. We can just hop on and off, get lost, and really take a look at the city without having to worry. And just go to the next stop and see what that's all about. So highly recommend just doing that. London is a beautiful place, and I would definitely visit this place again, and I really want to visit it with my children, our children. So yeah, until next time, we are headed out the next day to the airport. Good morning, everyone. We're at the airport, headed home. We're gonna have breakfast first, since we got a few hours to wait. So this is breakfast. I'm gonna start with this, which is a warm scone, strawberry jam and clotted cream, and a pot of English tea. I didn't really get to have it in London because we're so busy wandering around. And I'm not craving breakfast, but I think I'm gonna get fish and chips, since you have to have fish and chips in London. And then hubby is getting, what are you getting?
Are you ready?
I just get a burger.
A burger for breakfast? I'm getting fish and chips.
I'm thinking of doing that too.
Get whatever you want. There's hubby's cafe latte.
I think I've had more coffee than you in the strip.
Yeah, I didn't have as much coffee. He is now coffee fiend. I got English tea, my cream, and my cup. Okay, so I got my scones. It's strawberry jam, clotted cream, and then my scones, strawberry scones? I don't know. I think they're strawberry scones too, huh? Okay, so we got our food, husband, got chicken, tikka masala, looks good.
And no doubt.
I got
Whoa.
fish and chips.
What's
That's a
that?
huge, huge fish, man. Look at that, looks good with all the salt. Chips, sausage.
That's huge.
I know. And the scones with the clotted cream and jam. So good. So good. We're in priority seating this time, and it's way more comfortable. You guys are thinking about extra space. It's worth the extra price. I don't know what this is. We get something. It's like headphones.
Better headphones too.
A pouch. The headphones, I'm sure you leave. I don't know what this is.
I think we can keep them.
A pouch, I got.
We can keep the headphones.
They do? I don't know. And then a nice blanket. The seats are softer, you guys. You get a footrest. And you get a place where you can put like your water bottles. Got these. So we also get this, which is, I think this is a bigger screen. This is a different screen. Yeah, you guys have a little bigger handrest. And your little controls are on the side.
And on behalf of
Do
the
you want
entire
juice
crew,
or
welcome on board this
water?
British
I
Airways
chose
flight
juice.
to Los Angeles. To help us depart on time, please place mind of
And
smoking,
the
including
table
e-cigarette
things come out
vaping
from the
and the use of other
armrest.
smoking devices is not permitted at any time whilst on board.
Yep.
This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors.
Instead of it being
We invite you to make yourself comfortable and tune into our highlight entertainment, which is now available.
Okay, so you get, what do you get?
The eye cover. And then socks if you're cold. It's kind of soft too.
Yeah, these are silk.
And then there's a, oh here, I'll take it out. You get a little lip balm because you know you're going to get crusty.
Yeah, because you usually dry them.
And then there's a,
Toothbrush.
with a little baby toothpaste. I think that's for Mochi. Oh wait, there's something else in here. Oh, you get a pen.
I was going to buy me a little cosmetic bag, but there it is.
And then a nicer headphones.
And A very good morning to you all. My name is Caroline and on behalf of the entire crew, welcome on board this British Airways flight to Los Angeles. To help us depart on time, please place all larger hand baggage securely in the overhead lockers. Smaller bags tagged with a yellow label.
So here is the menu. This is what's the choices for table. Chicken tikka masala. Light meal. Bakery. Main course. There's a chicken and vegetable pie. Aubergine parmigiana. Or the dessert is a rhubarb and apple crisp. We also have the bar.